Hey credit warriors, Credit Shifu here, and yep, you've seen the title. I just dropped 174,000 points on a business class trip to Cancun, staying at an all-inclusive resort right on the beach, and we're going to tell you how we did that in this video. So let's get started. So first of all, the flight, we will be taking the American Airlines 737-800 business class, or it might actually be called first class, I don't know, but it's basically business class. From JFK to Cancun. So this is a 737-800 business class or first class, I don't know what it's called, but anyway, it's the highest class on the plane. It's probably similar to the domestic first class. You can actually see it, what might be actually an older version of it in this ridiculously cheesy video that looks like it comes from the 1990s.
The brand new Boeing 737-800 with the new Boeing Sky interior. Welcome aboard. And now we're on board our brand new 737-800. Isn't it great? The atmosphere in here is much more comfortable and spacious for our passengers. Some of the things that we do offer on this aircraft is an innovative LED lighting system. The flight attendants can create amber lighting for sunrise or blue sky.
Although I've seen more recent versions of it in this review by the Points guy, where you'll notice the seats are leather. They're very similar to the premium economy seats on the transatlantic 777. So I'm not sure which version it'll be. Hopefully it is the newer, more updated version that we will get. And by the way, I'll put a link to that Points guy review of the flight in the comments section below. You can click it if you want to read the full review on his site. Anyway, so we used 124,000 British Airways Avios to book this flight for 2 adults, 1 child with their own seat, and 1 infant which goes on your lap, okay? And it was 40,000 Avios per person, okay, adults and kids, and then for the infant it's 10% of that, so it's 4,000, all right? Plus about $250 US in taxes and charges. My account's in pounds for some reason. I set it up ages ago in the UK, but it's about $250, something like that. Now the price of this flight would be about $1,000 per adult, maybe about 75% of that for a child's ticket, and then for a lap infant it's about 10%. So you're looking at least 2,850, and that's if you're going on the the best days, okay, the best price day. If you're going at a weekend or something, it's going to be quite a bit higher than that. So using 124,000 Avios for this award booking, when you deduct the fees we paid, we got about just over 2 cents per Avio in value for this flight, and that's if our flights went on the the cheapest days, okay? Actually, in reality, it might be higher than that. It might be about 2.5 cents. I don't know. That's just a rough working out, but it's at least 2 cents per point in value, which is an okay redemption. Basically, anything above 2 cents is good. If you're under 2 cents, you're really not getting good value for your points. We collected these points, if you want to know how. Some of them were with Chase from Sapphire Reserve, transferring to British Airways, and then so I had about 50,000 in my account already, and then I moved over 70,000 from the American Express Gold Card, so the sign-up bonus from that, some referrals I did, spending, etc. I moved over 70,000 yesterday and booked. And just a little tip for people booking these kinds of flights is that you always should look for award availability first before you book, okay? And you can use the British Airways site. You have to be logged in for it to work better with the award availability. Or you can use a site such as Expert Flyer, which I am a member of. It's $9.99 a month for the Pro version. And you can search award availability across multiple airlines, multiple dates. It's very, very easy to use. On this particular route, JFK to CUN, there is huge award availability. You will regularly see 7 economy seats available and between 4 and 7 business class seats available as award availability. So that's actually quite unusual. Routes like New York to London or something, you'll regularly only see 1 business class seat, maybe like 2 economy seats, or just 0 award availability. It's crazy. But on this route, amazing award availability, and booking with BA miles, you actually get quite a good price in terms of points. All right, now let's move on to discussing the hotel. So we are going to be staying at the Hyatt Ziva all-inclusive resort. If you don't know, there are 2 Hyatt resorts here. One is called Zilara in Cancun, and the other one is called Ziva. The Zilara is for adults only, and the Ziva, you can bring your kids. So if you are a family, book the Ziva. And if you're a couple, you know, you don't want loads of kids around, you might want to go for the Zilara, or you might prefer the look of the Ziva. You can basically book either. Both of these resorts are 25,000 points per night. Hyatt points. You cannot use the free night here that you get from the you know, the Hyatt credit card. It doesn't include all-inclusive properties. And so we actually used the sign-up bonus from that card, which was 40,000 plus about 8,000 points from the spending, and then we bought 2,000 points. It's about $25 per thousand. So if you do need to top up, if you're like almost there, we were at 48,000 points. We topped it up by buying 2,000, and they post to your account immediately. That's the advantage of buying points versus transferring from another account. Can take a little while to transfer. If you want to book there and then, you can just purchase points and they immediately post to your account, and then you can go ahead and book. I'd only recommend doing it with small amounts though, because if you buy like, you know, 25,000 points or something, it's just the same price or more than if you just booked a, you know, ticket with cash, booked a room with cash. So we booked 2 nights with points. So we went from 48,000, we bought 2,000 points, so we had 50,000. So that was enough for 2 nights. But that 2 nights is a little bit short. So then we actually bought another night with money for about $490. Okay, it's still not quite the high season there. At the height of the season, these rooms can be about $600, you know, members rate. And yeah, we got it for $490. 2 nights is a little bit too short to go all the way to Mexico because you only really have 1 full day. So we got 3 nights, so we get 2 full days there to be out on the beach and, you know, in the pools and all this kind of stuff. And this hotel is all inclusive, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can go to these all-you-can-eat buffets, whatever. Basically, everything is free except for the lobster, which apparently you know, you have a surcharge for. Understandable, lobster is expensive. Also, another little tip for this place is that you do need to carry a bit of cash on you because although it's free, apparently the staff there do expect tips, and you can tip in pesos, or apparently you can tip in US dollars. So a little bit of a tip, just carry some cash with you if you do go to one of these resorts. And the Hyatt Ziva, it is kind of one of the sort of classic resorts for the points and miles enthusiast. Okay, a lot of people have done this. It's kind of a little bit like joining AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons, to get a $200 discount on British Airways tickets. This is one of the, you know, the classic points and miles redemptions, I would say, the all-inclusive resorts by Hyatt. And there are, you know, 2 in Cancun. There's also one in Jamaica, Rose House, I believe it's called, which also looks very, very good. And yeah, so we are going to be going to Cancun, guys, and we will give you a lounge review, probably. We'll probably go to the Admirals Club. I believe, apparently on this route, you don't have access to the Admirals Club, even though you're flying business class, because it is considered like a tourist route or something. So if that is the case, we will use the Amex Platinum and Amex Gold, you know, AA travel credits to buy tickets to the Admirals Club, most likely $59 per person, which is what it's meant to be used for anyway. And we'll give you a review of that. Then we'll have a review of the flight, obviously, and then we'll have a big video on a review of the hotel, okay? And hopefully it'll be as good as or better than Grand Cayman, and then I'll be able to stop talking about Grand Cayman every other video. Did you guys know I went to Grand Cayman? Let's just put a little bit of footage there, just so you know, just in case you didn't see it, all right? The beach. There are 2 pools, one close to the building I was staying in, which had a really cool mini water park for kids, and this insanely big bucket that splashes water on your head. To be honest, I think small children would get knocked off their feet if they stood under that. The hotel is right on the beach. You have this funky shaped pool in the courtyard area, which is pretty cool, and it's lit up really beautifully at night. And then the beach is like a 20-second walk from there. The beach is so beautiful, amazing white sand and turquoise water. We literally went to the beach every day we were there for a couple of hours at sunset. Do I look good in this light?
No, you don't.
Okay, all right, I'm sorry, I'll stop. So guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've been to the Ziva in Cancun, or if you've traveled on the American Airlines 737-800 in business class. I'd love to hear what it's going to be like. Don't shatter my dreams and say it's bad though. But anyway, guys, and if you're also into travel and this kind of thing, we will put some of our favorite travel credit cards and hotel credit cards in the description below. As always, it's an affiliate link, helps out the show. If you want to see the advertiser disclosure, it is in the bottom of the description section of this video. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.